Okay. The Licensing Board of Commissioners is now in session for February 6th, 2018. Before we start, I'd like to read the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. There you go.
Thank you.
We have a full board here today. We have a 5-item agenda, and we will go right down the line. Agenda item number 1, hearing regarding the request of the Jimmy Kennedy Memorial Run for the ALS, the Squirrel Run, for a special use permit for the annual race on Saturday, June 9th, 2018. Mr. Lou Tozzi. How are you today, Lou?
Very good, thank you, sir.
How many years have we been doing this now?
This is our 21st annual. As you know, Mr. Shealy, I represent the Kennedy family. The Angel Fund is the vehicle of our research and benefiting ALS research, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Unfortunately, as you probably know, Mr. Chris Kennedy succumbed to this disease many years ago. His son Jimmy at age 31, and now tragically Rich Kennedy, who is the president of the Angel Fund, has contracted the disease also. Under the direction of Dr. Robert Brown, we have raised over $1 million
That's awesome.
through this road race and donated it for research. And once again, requesting your permission for this event. This is our 21st year. It's been a marvelous event supported by the mayor, police, have been magnificent, chief and his officers. Susan, your help, Nicole, your help down through the years, everyone, the mayor has enthusiastically supported this race. I think it's been a major part of the Quincy June calendar, usually on Flag Day, not on Flag Day this year. So again, we request your permission for this on the second Saturday in June. Completed the proper permits and the other documentation we will take care of as needed. And I think it would be a wonderful day for the city, a wonderful day for ALS research.
And what time do we start? 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., right?
We start setting up early, Mr. Shealy, and the registration will be around 8:30. The race starts at 10. We do the walk and the race. We clean up our mess, and we're out of there no later than 3 p.m.
Well, it's a great thing that you guys are doing, raising over $1 million for ALS. It's just unbelievable, and the city clerk's correct in applauding you for all of that.
Thanks, sir.
So, before we go to the board, does anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close. Board members, questions, comments, concerns?
Just let us know what you need. And we'll,
Chief, thank you for all your support. Your men have been fantastic on the day of the race.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Again, we will send you a thank you letter, T-shirts to all the officers, and make sure you have all the names, and much appreciated, sir.
Excellent.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Jimmy Kennedy Memorial Run for ALS, the Squirrel Run, for a special use permit for their 21st annual race on Saturday, June 9th, 2018, beginning at 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., and the race begins and ends at Pageant Field. Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of the Jimmy Kennedy Memorial Run for ALS, the Squirrel Run. This is the 21st annual one. For a special use permit for the annual race, Saturday, June 9th, 2018, from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration starts at around 8:30 at the Pageant Field. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You're all set.
Best of
Good
luck.
luck, okay?
Good luck.
Sad day for the Patriots, great day for ALS.
There you go.
Thank you very much for the board.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the United First Parish Church, 1306 Hancock Street, for a special use permit for a one-day wine and malt license for their chili dinner on February 10th, 2018, and this is just around the corner, isn't it?
It is.
How many years have we done the chili?
This is the 9th
The
annual,
9th annual.
always successful.
And is it like a chili contest, or you guys just prepare the chili?
We make a contest and they get a little
They get a little,
certificate,
and people can bring their chili.
but
And,
it's just homemade,
Yeah.
people bring it in.
okay.
and we serve beer and wine.
Similar to the,
Yeah.
down in the house now.
Yeah.
And the event starts at what time?
Doors open at 6, and we're out of there by 10.
6 to 10 p.m. And how many contestants have you had in the past?
Oh, it's sort of it's not really a
Right,
very
it's a-
competitive. We have about a dozen different
Different
chilies.
chilies that come up?
And we serve the, the cheese and bread that
Okay.
goes with it, or cake.
Anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close. Board members, questions, comments, concerns?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the United First Parish Church, 1306 Hancock Street, for a special use permit, one-day wine and malt license for their 9th annual chili dinner on February 10th, 2018, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., represented by Patricia Sullivan.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of the United First Parish Church, 1306 Hancock Street, for a special use permit, one-day wine and malt license for their annual chili dinner on February 10th, 2018, from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m., and is represented by Ms. Patricia Sullivan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all
Thank you.
set. Good luck.
Before me.
Agenda item number 3, this is a hearing regarding the request of Bodyworks Wellness Therapy, 67 Federal Ave, for a Bodyworks establishment license due to the relocation of the existing businesses to Federal Ave. This is Miss Kim Purdy.
Yes, it is.
How are you,
Sure.
Kim?
I'm very well, thank you.
So Kim actually does have an Asian Bodyworks license from us. She was one of, I believe, the very first one to get one when we adopted these regulations, I believe, 3 years ago, maybe? Maybe
It's
even
been a while.
4 years ago
Yeah.
that we've adopted them.
Yes,
And she has been renewed every year throughout, and she is just relocating. She used to be over on
29 Cottage Ave.
29 Cottage Ave, and then she's moving down to Federal Ave. right
Federal
now,
Ave.
67 Federal Ave. And we're just here for a,
What's in 67 Federal Ave now?
It's an old warehouse that was restored to different offices, very Art Deco-ish. And right now, I know that the bar studio is in there, and veterans offices are in there. And
it
the
used to
owner-
be the storage facility, right?
It was a storage facility.
Like Granite City Storage, one of those types of facilities.
Gotcha.
It's very nice,
Yeah,
wood
brand new
floors
brick
and
building.
very nice, much better. I'm happier.
Are you performing any work to the inside of the building?
No, it's all redone. It's
So
nice,
the-
it has a skylight, wood floors and brick, and it's nice. There's 2 sections, one is where I work, and then it opens up into a much bigger room that I haven't taken yet, but he told me that I could take it for teaching classes in there. It's probably around 400 square feet. And when he takes the rug up and just paints it, it'll be ready to go, but he's not in a hurry and I'm not in a hurry, so
What are you going to be teaching?
just, basic stretch classes that relate to the acupressure channels and things like that, so.
Would you just apply for building permit for an occupancy permit for the use of the space?
Building permit for
Just
occupancy.
an occupancy.
Okay, so where do I go for that? Just,
I just go to the building department and
okay,
apply. It's a minimal fee for an occupancy permit.
okay,
Just so the building department can walk through and make
Oh,
sure the
okay.
building's secure and safe.
Building and fire department.
okay. That'd be good.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, fire department inspected, the fire alarm system is working, but there seems to be a trouble in it.
Oh, you already came in?
Excuse me?
You were there
We
inspecting?
were already, yes,
Oh,
and we
okay.
spoke to the owner, and he's scheduled, it might be just a battery, I'm sure it's something minor.
In
The
my room
system-
or just in general, in my?
General, the
in-
building. itself.
General
So
building,
we've already
right.
spoken to the building owner.
Oh, okay,
And it will be taken care of.
okay.
Anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, we'll close. Board members?
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Bodyworks Wellness Therapy, 67 Federal Avenue, for a Bodyworks establishment license due to the relocation of the existing business to Federal Ave. represented by Ms. Kim Purdy.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of a Body Works Wellness Therapy Establishment license for 67 Federal Ave for Miss Kim Purdy.
Now, do I just wait till May to get the paperwork, or do I mean, as far as having it on a piece of paper, or does it
You'll come
matter?
up and you'll see
Okay,
Susan.
okay.
Once they get the
Once-
clearance.
Once we get the clearance from them, then you'll just come up and get it from her, and then you'll be ready to go.
Okay, thank you very much.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all
Thank you,
set,
I
yeah.
appreciate it, thank you.
A lot easier the second time around, isn't it?
Thank you.
Agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of Mama Bear's Kitchen, 61 Franklin Street, for a common vicular license due to a transfer in ownership. This is an existing sub shop right on the corner of
Franklin and Water.
Franklin and Water. It's been a sub shop for many, many years. I think it-
Sub-Corral.
Sub-Corral for
Yes.
a long, long time ago, yeah.
John Sweetstone.
Yes. Wow, look at you.
Okay, Joe.
Joe Shea is nothing on you, huh? So, why don't you explain what's gonna be going on?
We're just changing hands. It's from my daughter to mom, I'm the mom. And we're just gonna start, we're just trying to think of changing a little bit more, make it more faster food, but keep it the same, you know, with the basics, with the subs, the pizzas, and all that fun stuff, and try to add a little bit more home-cooked meals versus just fast food.
And you're staying, and your
I'm
daughter's staying too?
Yeah,
It's more of a transfer on the paperwork.
Yes,
and
exactly.
everything, you guys are staying there,
Yeah.
so just so everyone knows, there's no changes gonna be made to it.
no,
Everything's gonna be just little,
everything's the same.
everything's the same.
And I was thinking expanding the hours.
Yes, that is what we're gonna talk about right now. She has applied for an 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. license, and we're gonna look to the chief on this one. The building department, Kathy Nugent, the health department, Bill DeCarli were both there. All the emergency contact forms are in place. Workman's comp, we have everything that we need. So now we're just dealing with a 3 a.m. license. You think there's business out there at 2 a.m.?
Listen, there's a lot of hungry people that comes out right after the bar, that's for sure. If you think about it.
Well, I'm kind of on the fence with licenses after 1 a.m. or midnight for sub shops. I know we have a couple in the city that we do utilize. Most of them are in all just regular business districts with no residential at all near them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the closest residential is. I know it's the apartment building going up to Water Street
Up
Bridge.
on the right-hand side, yeah.
But majority of my services is delivery.
Is it gonna be, you're gonna be open for business, so I could go in and sit down and have a sub or a pizza or whatever at 3 in the morning?
If you like to come in and you feel more comfortable, at least that way, you know, you don't have to stand outside, I wouldn't mind, you know, if there's
No,
gonna be
my
trouble.
question is, you're gonna be serving up until
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the morning, so if I was hungry, I could go in and sit and eat.
you can sit and.
It's not just takeout, because I know what was the place in Newport Ave, they wanted takeout after like 2
What's the
o'clock.
difference between
The
sitting
Windy
down and
City.
taking out, if you.
Well, it's a
don't
big
mind?
difference, traffic-wise and noise-wise and that type of thing.
Well, people can come and pick it up and just leave, if it's, the choice is up to the consumer, that's the way how.
No, my
they do it.
point is that,
Okay.
that the other place that we licensed till 3 o'clock,
Windy City.
what they were gonna do is shut down the business earlier, but then
Okay.
do deliveries until 3 o'clock.
You know
So
what?
people wouldn't be on premise, people would be being delivered.
I was
to.
actually thinking something like that too, to be honest with you, just for the safety on our end as
Right.
well, because you don't know who's gonna come in, who is who when they're walking across the street and they're just coming in and they want something. I was actually thinking maybe I'll probably close down at 2 and then just do the rest on delivery after 2, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, how many nights a week can you do that?
I would be doing that 6 nights a week. I'll probably start at the weekends, most likely, just to see. My idea would be maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is the most business, where a lot of people are searching for food, and maybe probably, yeah, Tuesday through Thursday, I'll probably close like around 12 or 1.
Currently, it's an 11 o'clock closing, right?
Sorry?
Currently, it's an 11 o'clock.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, suppose we could get a trial run. If we get, you know, if we were to approve it and then we were to get any complaints, we could call you back in and
Of course.
roll the hours back, I suppose, right?
If I were to approve it, I would, my personal opinion would be, you know, Fridays and Saturday nights, where if there is an issue, it's not gonna be an issue for anybody that has to get up early in the morning on a, you know, if it's a Sunday or a Thursday, people still have to work Monday and Friday. But,
I mean, it's ambitious, and I know what happens.
Mhm.
We approve these, and then the businesses don't use the licenses because there just really isn't much of a call at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I-
Friday, Saturday, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I've noticed, like, even though when I'm not there, and sometimes I'm there late at night, I do receive calls at 12 or 1 or 2 in the morning, and they're asking for delivery. I was like, well, we're closed already at 11 o'clock, why are you calling so late? And they're like, and all the consumers would usually say, there's nothing else out there to eat, except Domino's, which I believe is closed at 1. And, yeah, that's basically it. And McDonald's, too, and then, where's the other one? Yeah, Wendy's.
What's the closest residential property?
Probably Water
Across
Street,
the
right at the
street,
bridge,
yeah.
bridge on Water Street, that apartment building, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 units in that apartment building, but that's up the hill a little bit. There's nothing behind it that I'm aware of. Across the street on,
Behind
It's all
Sunshine.
business, it's all business, commercial.
yeah. Next to the bar there, next to Delaney's, there's a couple of apartments, but they're a good ways away.
Yep.
So how many seats do you have?
I'm sorry?
How many seats do you have?
Currently 8.
How many?
8,
8.
yeah.
My thought is just do it, and if there's a problem, we can roll it back, or we can scale back the nights of the
Okay.
week or something like that, and just give it a shot, you know?
do you wanna do 7 days, or you wanna, and we'll go from there? Do you
Yeah.
plan on utilizing it all 7 days right now, or just?
I would like to do the trial. I want to slow it down and then go work my way up and try to see if it establishes. If it doesn't, then I can just always come back and just change it.
Well, if you have it for 7 days and you decide you're only gonna use Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and there's no issues, then you don't have to come back, you just don't have to open those days.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing that says you have to.
Okay,
The license says you can't, we'll say you can, but there's
Okay.
nothing that says you have to.
all right, no problem.
So,
Yeah.
What time do you open in the morning?
I open at 10, 11.
11?
11,
So 11 to 3 a.m.
yes,
is your proposal?
yes, please.
So going forward, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Mama Bear's Kitchen, 61 Franklin Street, for a common victualler license due to a transfer of ownership with the hours of 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. 7 days per week. No changes in the operation are being proposed. Represented by Ms. Naomi Tokala.
Perfect.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Mama Bear's Kitchen, 61 Franklin Street, for a common vicular license. Hours 11 a.m. to 3 a.m., 7 days a week. There are no changes proposed to the operation. It's represented by Ms. Naomi Dokoglo. Dokoglo.
You killed it. It's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good. Just don't break your tongue.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I
Just keep in mind,
Yes.
if you see you start having problems between the hours of, 11 p.m. and 3 a.m.,
Mhm.
correct them, or you'll be brought back here and we'll correct it, okay?
No worries.
All right.
All right,
Good
thank
luck,
you,
all right? We
guys.
want you to
Thank
be
you.
successful.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good luck.
Agenda item number 5. Hearing regarding the request of Chanel LLC DBA Marina Bay Market, Gloria E. Sharafa, manager, for a convenience store wine and malt beverage license, and also for a common vicular license for the premise located at 532 Victory Road. And this is the new building that was just constructed where Water Club, right, or Water Works.
Which
Water-
building, the front building or the back?
It's
Ocean
in
Club.
the building on the water side.
The water side?
Yeah, the new, it's called Merrill Marina Bay.
Right across from the fish bones, the one closest to the water.
That's right.
And this is gonna be in the corner. Why don't you tell us your proposal?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Edward Fleming, on behalf of Chanel, which is gonna be doing business as Marina Bay Market. Gloria and Hani El Sharafa are with me today. They're the principals of Chanel LLC, which is a brand-new business that they established. As I indicated, it's located in the Muriel, the brand new Muriel building. And the particular location that they're going to be in is the storefront that's adjacent to the new parking lot between the new building and the Captain Fishbone's location. So it will be on the frontage on Victory Road. It's in the front corner of the building, the first building and the first unit that you'll see as you come into the Muriel building. The El Sharafas negotiated with my assistants a 10-year lease with Muriel Marina Bay for the location. It was about a 95-page lease, so don't be surprised if that building takes a little while to fill up. It's a very cumbersome and difficult lease, but we were able to work through a lot of the issues. El Sharafas met with the folks from Muriel Marina Bay, who were excited to have a new facility, a new business in their building. They are proposing to open a new retail business convenience store that will sell convenience store products, specialty sandwiches, and beer and wine. And both Gloria and Hani come to this business with quite a bit of experience. They worked for about 20 plus years in Tedeschi's in a variety of different positions there. Hani can talk a little bit more about their experience in that convenience store business, but they bring quite a bit of experience to this. And this is a venture, to tell you the truth, that they've been talking about and dreaming about for years. And really what was the impetus for the change is when Tedeschi's was purchased by 7-Eleven. It changed the operation of the facility, and they didn't want to continue on under 7-Eleven's management and decided to move on at that point in time. So this was something that they were really excited about and had planned for some time. The new storefront is about 2,782 square feet. And as I indicated, right now it's just a shell, as all the commercial storefronts in that new building are. And it will be built out over the next several months. They've been talking with different contractors to assist them in the build out, and obviously, Mr. Duca, they'll be working with your department and getting the appropriate permits to do so. The vast majority of the 2,700 square feet will be utilized for the sale of convenience store products and specialty sandwiches. And again, they can talk to you a little bit more detail. They provided a menu that's a proposed menu of different sandwich products that they're going to serve in the store. And the lease that they negotiated with Muriel Marina Bay actually restricted the area in which they could display beer and wine to about 500 square feet within that 2,700 square foot. So this is not a liquor store. This is really a convenience store with the convenience of beer and wine products. As you know, Mr. Chairman, I spoke, they initially were seeking an all-alcohol license, and they had talked to Muriel Marina Bay about that, and they were supportive of that as well. So if an all-alcohol license comes down and is available down the line, they may seek to do so, but they're comfortable right now in moving forward with the beer and wine license. The store will not have an oven. There will be no cooking on site. Hani will talk a little bit about the equipment that they're going to buy that's going to allow them to heat up sandwiches, things like chicken palm and meatballs, which I believe some of that stuff will be prepared off-site and really just heated for the sandwiches on-site. And at my request or my suggestion, both Gloria and Hani underwent the TIPS certification program, and I think that they've supplied that here today. The license that they're seeking today, as you mentioned, Mr. Chairman, in the advertisement, is an off-premises wine and malt license, a common victualler license for the sale of sandwiches, the prepared sandwiches. This would be a specialty store. It's not the mom and pop convenience store. It'll be a specialty store when it comes to the service of those sandwich products. They'll also be seeking a lottery or Keno as well from the state through the lottery license application. I spoke with and reached out to Councilor Bill Harris and told him about the new business, and he was excited to see that a business was going to open up in the new facility. He was very supportive of their request. He's not here this week. I believe he's away this week, but he had indicated that I could share his support for the proposal. The only thing that he mentioned to me is that there's some sensitivity about signage, specifically neon-type signage in the windows and things of that in the facility, and that will not take place in this facility. This is going to be tastefully decorated and tastefully done. In fact, although there's windows on the storefront, both on the Victory Road side and also along the boardwalk, the El Sharafas have negotiated with Marina Bay to do some window treatment that will also like almost shade or prevent people from looking through in certain areas of that window. I don't know what you call it.
Frosting.
The frosting on the windows will be done. So it will be done in a tasteful manner and certainly not to interfere with the new residential units that are built out there. So, without anything further from me, I'd like to have Hani just say a few words about their background and their experience and their plans for this new use.
That's it. Good afternoon. My name is Hani Al-Sharafa, and that's my wife, Gloria. We've been in retail business for almost 20 years, working for Tedeschi food shops, and finally we decided to take our venture, do it ourselves. And to be quite honest with you, we looked for a couple of locations in Boston area and Cape Cod, but we felt like we are local. Quincy, it's open for business. I mean, we ask a lot of small business owners, the thought of having business in Quincy, but everybody recommended. We can have an upscale convenience store, not your typical. It's going to be professionally run with 2 or 3 employees at nights, same thing in the morning. My wife and I are going to be there every single day, 7 days a week. We're passionate about it. We are really passionate about retail. We love it, and we've been doing it for 25 years, and we are really excited to take under that project in Marina Bay.
So we're gonna put like a deli in type of thing, and
Yes.
people come in and order a sandwich, you'll make it?
Cold
It's not
cuts.
pre-made stuff, it's
It's
actual
cold cuts, deli platter, and food platter. We're not going to get in any hot sandwich at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I looked over the menu and everything else, everything's gonna be built out. I think it's great they're finally getting a business in that area.
And to be quite honest with you, we never thought we're going to be in this line. I mean, it took us about 1.5 years to negotiate that deal with Hines.
What was really exciting too, what Hani told me, is that they had to almost audition for the opportunity to go into this building, and to do so, they had to bring in their products and make a presentation of what they intended to do with this facility, which was really nice. And although there was other competition,
Sure,
right?
it was 3 grocers. I mean, we're honored to present Hines. I mean, it's such a big project, you guys. I mean, it costs them a lot of money, so
Yeah.
they're really picky about having a grocer running the business.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like the idea.
Anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none. Board members, any comments, questions?
It looks very well done, the presentation is very good. I'm just curious, well, in the summer, you're gonna have a big influx, you've got a lot of boats in the water. And how many employees do you think during a summer day, do you think it's gonna take to run this?
For this project, I mean, we have no data, no numbers, but for us, we're gonna have at least 3 employees in the morning along with us, and 3 employees at night. We are no short in help whatsoever. When I used to work at Tedeschi in the Ponce, all my employees, they're gonna join me. So as far as the payroll, whatever it takes, if it needs 4 employees, we're gonna put 4 employees. We're about customer service.
I would suspect you'd be very busy and need all.
Thank
Good luck.
Appreciate
You
it.
might wanna look into delivery service too, especially out to the boat areas.
Absolutely.
And I'm not sure what it entails to get beer and wine delivery where they can be, I know it's a license that goes through the state, but if they wanted to do beer and wine delivery down. I know we have a couple in the city that do it right now, right, Pete?
Yeah. It's just like a $50 fee, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're gonna step in first to see what the customers want. If it takes to deliver, we'll do that,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we talked
It's all
about that a
about
little bit.
convenience.
We knew that
Absolutely.
Marina Bay, that would be a demand. I
Yeah,
think.
I think, and there's not many in the city where it would be, but if you're on a boat, I think it would be.
Definitely,
Big plus.
definitely. We'll take
Would
it
you
over
like that,
option.
Susan?
I was gonna say, or not on a boat.
She's making dinner.
We'll deliver to you soon, too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Board members, any other comments, questions? Hours of operation are
6 to 11?
6 to 11, 7 days a week.
Yeah, that will be the same.
And that was another requirement of Heinz as well, that they want a store open there the majority of the time.
Well, I think it has to be. they're right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, they want life on the boardwalk, and
Exactly.
this is gonna bring some life to that area.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm looking for 2 votes, board members, one for the retail beer and wine, and then an additional vote for the CV. Oh, I have one other, are there gonna be any tables on the inside? Like to sit down?
Be serving just, somebody comes down with a coffee and sandwiches, and most likely we can use it for the lottery.
But I mean, okay, no, if I wanted to get a sandwich and sit down and eat inside the store, like 4 tables, 6 tables?
There's 12 seats allowed on
12 seats, okay, good.
I don't think it's all, I think that's beer and wine too, I think that's why they took it.
And just out of curiosity, are there going to be men's and ladies' rooms
Oh, sure.
open to the customers?
No.
No,
Right.
okay.
I wonder if
We have one
restaurant
ADE bathroom
had
and one,
For the employees.
yeah, absolutely.
Or like a
Absolutely, yes.
restaurant.
And when do we plan on opening up? How long
June,
we
July.
going to build it? June or July?
We have the architect, the
Yeah.
designer, the engineer, everybody just waiting for the light, for the green light from you guys.
You want to be in there June 1st, that's what you want to be. You want to
Sure.
be in there early.
Done?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
That's what people do.
Yes.
okay.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Chanel LLC DBA Marina Bay Market, Gloria El Sharafa, manager for a convenience store, wine and malt beverage license for the premises located at 532 Victory Road. Coffee and sandwiches will be available for takeout. Proposed hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., represented by Attorney Edward Fleming.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Chanel LLC DBA Marina Bay Market, Gloria L. Sharafa, the manager, for a wine and malt beverage license at 532 Victory Road. Hours of operation are the hours, standard hours for alcohol, 8 a.m.
to
until
11
11
p.m.
p.m.
and 10 a.m. on Sundays.
10, yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Now I'm looking for a motion for a CV license.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Chanel LLC, DBA Marina Bay Market, Gloria L. Sharafa, manager for a common victual license for the premises located at 532 Victory Road. Proposed hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Chanel LLC, DBA Marina Bay Market, Gloria E. Sharafa, manager for a common vicular license at 532 Victory Road. Hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, represented by Attorney Edward Fleming. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you
Good
very much.
luck, okay?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like that concept.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Could have brought a little more data, boosting the case. With that, that is all the items that we have on the agenda for today, February 6th. We will be meeting in 2 weeks, which would be February 20th. And with that, do I have a motion to waive the reading of the minutes from the previous meeting?
So
Make a motion, made.
Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. We will be adjourning this meeting, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.